Mabuhay, Kamustika, welcome. How are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Do you believe a Filipina could love you? Many men pursue a Filipina when it has become apparent what they are looking for in a wife can't be found easily in their own country. They may be harboring doubts that any woman could love them, and that's what I want to talk to you about. They have heard that Filipinas won't be that picky when it comes to looks and age, and they wonder if that is really true. Please subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea and get notifications for future videos, and I will relate what I've learned over the years that I have been applying in my marriage to a Filipina since 2015. This was without having a female relationship for a very long time. I can't tell you how glad I am that I didn't give up, even as I was seemingly hoping against hope. LVBTS.com is my website, by the way. It was a surreal experience getting to know a Filipina online and actually have someone to look forward to chatting with twice a day and spend more time on the weekends. Before I knew it, I asked her if she would marry me. Then I bought a ring and made arrangements to meet her for the first time and marry her. What an experience. I have to pinch myself sometimes, and other times I have to pinch her to see if this isn't just a dream, and it is a dream come true. One of the statements I remember from my wife back in those early days was that we start our lives over. The past is the past, and we will start a new life together. I really needed to hear that, and that's how it has been. She really has loved me, and I have loved her. There are many stories of men being duped by a Filipina for money or citizenship, and that happens everywhere, sad to say. Men marry a Filipina believing they will find love, only to be taken to the cleaners. There are also many men who are very happy they married a Filipina, and many times in this channel I remark about what makes for a quality Filipina, one suited for marriage. If a man makes a sensible choice, he can find someone who will appreciate him and love him. Go where you're wanted, and you can find a Filipina that would love you. She is looking for someone to take care of her and her family, although your Filipina will want to work and help her family if she's in your country. So in that case, the foreigner doesn't have to do it all himself. This is just part of the deal when he is looking for someone from a country that has a lot of poverty. It is nothing to be unhappy about. She is not exactly selling herself to the highest bidder. She is willing to marry an older foreigner to get what she feels she can't get back home, and that is security and a man who will appreciate her, be committed to her. Can't blame anyone for that. If this seems unacceptable to you, I suggest you try to see things through her eyes, her situation. I believe a Filipina is being wise in doing this as long as she makes a good choice in a husband. I love my wife very much and would die for her to meet a need that she has. When a Filipina or any woman senses this and trusts her husband, she will feel no need to look for something better. Assuming you think that you can be a good husband to a Filipina, it will be important to believe that she can love you. In my case, it had been 30 years since I had a girlfriend. I couldn't see how that was going to change, but I trusted God and was faithful to do what I could, which ended up being looking for someone in another country. You could say to a point I had been rejected all those years. I was hungry for love, but probably hungrier to find someone to love. My wife loves me. The way it has ended up with my wife, I wonder if any woman could have loved me more than she has. She was worth the wait. I consider myself an average guy with an above average desire to be a good husband. This has been important for me for decades, and I finally got a chance to be married. Remember, many other men laud their Filipino wives for the good they bring them. How is this done? Physical love is an obvious way. Intimate love. Filipinas have a reputation for being torrid lovers. So I have heard and so I have experienced. They have a reputation for taking care of their husbands, generally not interfering with what he is doing. They make devoted partners, if you've chosen a good one. I feel loved by my wife when she cooks for me and works hard for us to have a nice, clean house to live in. I feel loved for her when we do most anything together. I feel loved by her when we produce memories from traveling together. I feel love for her when she buys something for me that she knows I have shown an interest in, something not expensive, but she remembered. Case in point, I'm trying to find a iPod, and I haven't had one for a few years, but I got a lot of songs, and well, it cost like $200 to get one, so I just said, well, I guess that's the end of that. And then today she finds this SanDisk Sport or Clip Sport MP3 player that you can use to download songs from iTunes. We just got it today, so we're trying to figure that out. But that's going to save considerable money. She didn't have to do that, but it must have been on her mind, so I might be able to have my music again to walk around with after all. A man has to be careful, but he can find love in the Philippines. The men that do are looking to take care of their wife, not take advantage of them. I would imagine a Filipina is shrewd enough to tell who is trying to take advantage of her and who is genuinely trying to help her and be good to her and respect her. If you can convince her you're not just looking for a pretty face, you may be surprised how devoted she can be to you. A Filipina will often marry a man without Hollywood looks or even a Hollywood build. The fact that she won't be picky if she thinks you have character should be music to your ears. If you are new to all of this, take a look around this channel and learn more about the dynamics of a foreigner and the Filipina relationship. And I have podcasts as well that you can get from Podbean. We're starting to do some live podcasts, so you need to download the Podbean app to your mobile device. That way you can chat and even call in. And I think for the lives, you can go to Twitter and leave comments there too. So after a long wait, I did find Love Beyond the Sea.